Believing in oneself is a fundamental aspect of achieving success and happiness in life. Many people struggle with self-doubt and lack of confidence, which can hold them back from reaching their full potential. However, by harnessing the power of Jesus and his teachings, one can learn to believe in themselves and overcome the obstacles that stand in their way. In the Bible, Jesus teaches us about the importance of faith and trust in oneself. He says, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Matthew 17:20. This verse emphasizes the power of faith and the idea that even the smallest amount of faith can lead to great things. By applying this teaching to our lives, we can learn to trust in ourselves and our abilities, and to have faith that we can overcome any challenge that comes our way. Another important aspect of Jesus' teachings is the concept of self-love and self-acceptance. In the Bible, Jesus says, love your neighbor as yourself, Mark 12:31, which implies that we must first love and accept ourselves before we can love and accept others. This teaching encourages us to focus on our own strengths and weaknesses, and to work on building our self-esteem and confidence. By learning to love and accept ourselves, we can develop a positive self-image and believe in our own worth and value. Jesus also teaches us about the importance of perseverance and determination. In the parable of the persistent widow, Jesus tells the story of a woman who continually petitions the judge for justice, and eventually, the judge grants her request. Luke 18:1-8. This parable emphasizes the importance of persistence and determination in the face of adversity. By applying this teaching to our lives, we can learn to stay focused and motivated, even when faced with challenges and setbacks. We can believe in ourselves and our abilities, and trust that we will eventually achieve our goals. Furthermore, Jesus' teachings on forgiveness and self-compassion are also essential for building self-belief. In the Bible, Jesus says, if we confess our sins, he is faithful and just and will forgive us our sins and purify us from all unrighteousness. 1 John 1:9. This verse emphasizes the importance of self-compassion and forgiveness, and encourages us to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding. By learning to forgive ourselves and others, we can let go of guilt and shame, and develop a more positive and compassionate self-image. In addition to these teachings, Jesus' life and ministry provide a powerful example of self-belief and confidence. Throughout his life, Jesus faced many challenges and criticisms, but he remained focused and confident in his mission and purpose. He knew who he was and what he was called to do, and he trusted in his abilities and the power of God. By following Jesus' example, we can learn to develop our own sense of purpose and confidence, and to trust in our own abilities and strengths. Finally, harnessing the power of Jesus to believe in oneself requires a deep and personal relationship with him. This involves reading and studying the Bible, praying and meditating, and seeking guidance and wisdom from God. By developing a closer relationship with Jesus, we can learn to trust in his power and guidance and to believe in ourselves and our abilities. We can also learn to let go of our fears and doubts, and to trust that God has a plan and purpose for our lives. In conclusion, harnessing the power of Jesus to believe in oneself is a powerful and transformative experience. By studying Jesus' teachings, following his example, and developing a deep and personal relationship with him, we can learn to trust in ourselves and our abilities. We can develop a positive self-image, persevere through challenges and setbacks, and achieve our goals and dreams. By applying Jesus' teachings to our lives, we can unlock our full potentials and live a life of purpose, confidence, and self-belief.